We need to engage in determining who will occupy the seats of power by way of casting our vote.
You need to be strong as an individual, but then you're even stronger when you are in a powerful collective. When you vote, I win.
When you vote, I win.
All
Say
right,
it again. When you vote, I win. When you vote, I win.
One of the issues that we must continue to press forward in all historically disenfranchised communities is one of belongingness. To let it be known, I belong. I win when my city is better. I win when my neighborhood is better. I win when the schools are better, and I win and you win too. I belong just as much as you do. And so voting is where I use power to express what I want the world to look like. And it is one of the most powerful ways of you showing me how much you care about me and me showing you how much I care about you. Which means, young folks, this is about you. Understand the difference that folks can make even at a very young age. Because our organization is built on the story of these two young ladies who, at the ages of 16 and 14, built off of the legacy of the Harriets and the Douglases, the Turners and the Truths. We are here to re-engage with living history, understanding that we are not getting here without the price that was paid and what was accomplished on that bridge.
Let it resound loud as the rolling sea.
We weren't old enough to vote, but I figured we could do something.
We wanted to make sure our parents were able to vote.
And people were being turned away because they couldn't name every county in Alabama, or because they couldn't guess how many jelly beans were in a jar.
There were all sorts of devious techniques. Black people attempting to vote often were told by election officials that they had gotten the date, the time, or the polling location wrong. You were in the wrong place. It was yesterday. You shouldn't be here.
This actually happened, and some of you probably won't believe it, and it might not mean anything to you, but that meant a lot to me at that time. We heard about SNCC coming to town. It was the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee, and that was headed up by John Lewis, and they started passing out information, inviting us to mass meetings about how we could assist as students.
So we went to a meeting, and Alice and I got together that night. We talked about it. We said, we're going to go to school tomorrow. We're going to go march, and we're going to demonstrate. So we went knocking on every classroom, walking up and down the halls. The kids started coming out of this end. Then the principal came out of his office and he says, get back into your classroom now. You will be expelled if you leave the school.
And that's how it all started. I didn't have a clue what that would lead to. And I told my sister, I don't know how we got picked. I didn't raise my hand, but there were 300 people that could walk all the way. And we were 2 of the 300 that did that 52-mile walk.
It was traumatic, very traumatic. And even the walk from Selma to Montgomery, it took us 5 days. Getting to that bridge was a challenge. We went through a lot.
Bloody Sunday was the real bad day. That's when we were beaten, tear gas.
And as we crossed the bridge, getting a full blast of tear gas, and the next thing I knew, there were a couple guys just had me dragging me, and I didn't know where Alice was.
I had the most traumatic experience, and all I could do was cry, and I got very angry. And I tell you, right there, laying on the ground by the bank of the water, I wanted to get up and I said, I will do more. I was there for the next one, and I was there for the third one when we went all the way. It was not easy. It's not easy to remember. I have not walked across that bridge for one time. Since Bloody Sunday, we went out as young people, but we learned as grown people what it meant for us to have done that.
You all don't understand. When we went to a water fountain, it said colored, whites only. You've never experienced that. That's why voting to you does not matter. It meant something to us because we knew that we had to do something to remove those signs that says black, white only, colored. They didn't even say black, colored. That's what we were called. We were coloreds. Coloreds, that's what we were. Your parents, your grandparents, great-grandparents, they went through that. You haven't. That's why you don't think your vote counts. That's why you don't think you need to go to the poll. They're trying to take that away from you. They're trying to take us back. We don't want that. You need to go to the poll. Go to the poll.
It didn't just come automatically. It came with work. It came with blood, sweat, tear, and sacrifice. Frederick Douglass said this: if there is no struggle, there is no progress. Power concedes to nothing without a demand. The limit of tyranny is prescribed by those who endure it. You gotta give it up for these ladies. They were the ones that didn't quietly submit. They agitated, they irritated, and they made sure that the 1965 Voting Rights Act was passed by their efforts, along with the brothers and sisters who were walking in lockstep with them. You know why they didn't want us to vote? Because they knew when we voted, we were going to vote for people that looked like us, that thought like us, that supported our efforts and our initiatives. So, for all of you young people, you need to register to vote. You better vote and make sure that those people that are in Lansing and in DC support those efforts and make sure that you remain engaged. I just want to leave you with this. When we vote, when we vote,
I win.
when we vote,
I win.
there it is.
We got some work to do. Yeah, give them a hand, because this is about y'all. You got now. We're here today because you got now.